Well, I would say that, certainly I understand people's concern, especially with all the lies and the myths that the Democrat Party has spewed about what we have done in Medicaid and what we have done and passed in the House. Even the New York Times said that they were exaggerating the number of people that may be affected by this. We have looked at waste, fraud, and abuse in the Medicaid program. We are strengthening and preserving Medicaid for those who is intended. So the things that we have done in the House, I will tell you the vast majority of people in the United States, including Democrats, as well as Republicans and independents, all agree that illegal immigrants should not be on Medicaid. It's not for whom it was intended. And yes, it is happening, because if it's not happening, the Congressional Budget Office wouldn't have scored it as a savings. They agree with having community engagement. So work, going to school, or volunteering 80 hours a month. If you are a person without disabilities, if you're a 30-year-old male, which males in the past have not been on Medicaid, most people agree that you ought to be doing something to help yourself and to help your community in exchange for other taxpayers paying for those benefits. And very simply, if you're ineligible for Medicaid, under the Biden administration, states were not allowed to remove people ineligible. They weren't allowed to check. But if you're ineligible, you should not be on Medicaid. That's not a hard concept. It absolutely happens. And you're taking away money that would go to somebody who's on disability or services that they need. So every state has a list of people that are in the traditional Medicaid population wanting to get services. And if you're ineligible, you're taking away those funds and those services for people who need it the most and who are most vulnerable.